I'm in the new Camry. I've been driving it all week. I put a few hundred miles on it. I'm going to do some fuel economy tests here in a little bit. As much as I love the car, and I think it's one of the best buys on the market, it is not a perfect car by any means. And there are a handful of things that have been driving me a bit crazy. So let's get into it. All right, the first one for me is the wireless charger. Now, this is going to vary from phone to phone and person to person, but my Pixel phones, they don't, especially if it's hot in the car, you can forget about wireless charging. Luckily, there's tons of USB-C chargers, even a USB-A in here, but the wireless charger in here has been pretty unreliable. The good thing with this wireless charger, though, I'll spin it positively, is that it is standard. Even on the base LE model, you get a wireless charger. So I find myself praising the wireless charger, even though it drives me crazy during the heat of the day. It's only 91 right now, and the car is fairly cool. I can't believe it's 91 and it doesn't feel blistering hot. The second thing that drives me crazy is when I buckle or unbuckle, and you can even see there's some like maybe possible scratching that's going on from the seatbelt fastener buckle thing hitting this. So if this was my car, you know, I would be putting like some stick-on felt here to really reduce the amount of scratchiness and loud banging that you get with this cheap plastic on plastic sound. This 12-inch screen is fantastic, and this could be a negative if I chose to let it drive me crazy, the glossy black in here. Honestly, it's never blinded me, so it's not something that drives me crazy. I just think it's ugly and kind of strange in design. In the Chinese market, they don't have this strange bezel at all. But back to the screen here, let's pull our attention back to the screen here, the 12-inch screen. This is a Toyota thing that kind of drives me nuts, is that there's no shortcut to get back into the car software. All right, you have to press this button a few times. Let's say you have your maps up all the way, then you have to press that button twice, and then you have to press the Toyota button just to get into the climate. And this is something that kind of disappoints me as well as we talk about this screen and the software. Toyota, where is my energy monitor? In any other Toyota hybrid that I've ever been in that's not their pickup trucks, like the Tundra hybrid, or for example, there's in the vehicle section here, there is a button that says energy monitor. Heck, my 2012 Prius has it. Previous generations of the Prius had it. Pretty much every Toyota hybrid, and even Lexus, I was in the UX recently, the UX hybrid and even the RX hybrid, they had fancy graphics to explain what the engine's doing, what the battery's doing, what the regen braking is doing, what motors are working. That all is gone here. I don't know why. Toyota riddle me that. Where is my energy monitor? I like geeking out over that. In fact, I still have it. It's built into this software behind the screen. But where is the big screen? You know, I like having my energy monitor on the big screen, and I just don't have that option anymore. All right, let's segue into something else. I don't even know what number we're on at this point, but here is the eye attention monitor. It is with the traffic jam assist. Let's pull out this sticker because the sticker explains my frustrations here. All right, so the traffic jam assist comes bundled with this Premium Plus package, which includes traffic jam assist, front cross traffic alert, which gets kind of annoying too, because when you're pulling out into traffic, it'll say, hey, stop, there's a car in front of you going by. It's like, I know, I'm timing it, so I blend into traffic. Anyways, front cross traffic alert does drive me crazy. But the main thing that drives me crazy is this traffic jam assist sensor that senses your eyeballs. If you're just like enjoying, I don't know, the views around you, this will come up with a little screen here and it says, please look at the road, or whatever it is. It chimes and it comes out with a warning. All right, I forget exactly what the words are because I try not to read it because I'm like, oh, it's chiming at me. Even though I feel like I'm being attentive to the road, it will yell at you. Also, this sensor, if you're driving like this, it can ping you and let you know that it can't read your eyeballs or it thinks you're not paying attention. Or if your seat is not in a specific orientation, this sensor will also say, hey, you need to sit up. I can't read your face. It's just too much nannying for me. Well, in a Lexus, all the safety features are built in here. Even though this Toyota uses this exact same software, they bake it in this screen in a Toyota. So I have to go to, let's say, the settings here, hold that down, and then you can play with the different safety settings here. But I don't see the eye monitoring system. So we're going to have to go to vehicle settings, and I got to hold that down. All right. So traffic jam assist, I've turned off. DMC recording, I've turned it off. Driver monitor settings. This is what you need to turn off, and it's buried in the deepest dark depths of the menu system to go ahead and turn that off. So that is something that I couldn't find without several minutes of digging through the menus here, right? Because in Lexus's, all that stuff is built in through here. And then here, it's built in through a smaller menu system behind the steering wheel. Now that I have that setting off, it's not going to drive me as nuts anymore. But what's crazy is if you really want traffic jam assist, you only get a year because it's a subscription trial for Drive Connect, as well as like remote start. I believe the remote start, yeah, I see it right there. Remote Connect trial is also just a 1-year subscription. No one likes subscriptions in their cars, and that's no exception here in the Toyota Camry. And you have this fancy traffic jam assist, which I've already showed it in my Lexus comparison video, I believe, and it's pretty cool. But hey, you're paying for that technology here, but it's inoperable if you don't want to pay the trial after the first year. Oh yeah, and your digital key is also bundled in with that 1-year trial that will require a subscription as well. It would have been nice to have some felt in here. Look how cheap that is. And again, you could put your own felt in here if you want, but every once in a while I hear the menus rattling around because there's just no sound deadening in that glove box. There's very few things about driving the Camry when I'm actually driving it, not just all the stuff I already complained about, but when you are under 23 miles an hour, you get this synthetic Toyota pumped in noise. Well, it's not necessarily pumped in, it's pumped out. So, you know, pedestrians know that the car's coming, but the problem is that it's louder than as if the engine was running, and it is very intrusive. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'll just be quiet. It's a terrible spaceship sound, and that is one of the, I mean, it's not just the Camry, but it feels overly pronounced in the Camry because it is just so freaking quiet and smooth in here. The engine's off right now, and because the engine's off, they have to simulate some sort of noise to alert bystanders. Honestly, that's the only bad thing I can think of. Well, there's a front cross traffic alert. Oh my gosh. Those two things are the only things, as well as the eye monitor system, that you can defeat the eye monitor system. The cross traffic or front cross traffic, I think you can too. All right, so anyways, unfortunately you cannot defeat the synthetic sound that just popped back on because now I'm going under 23 miles an hour. All right, the last thing, and it's not something I can really do here because I'd get copyright strike. The last thing that drives me nuts with this JBL system, while it sounds pretty good, it does rattle the front right door panel or the speaker grill cover or whatever it is. I get some significant rattling at certain bass frequencies, and it's not good enough in my opinion. I really wish I had a secure sound system, secure door panels, whatever it's causing the noise. I just wish that wasn't in here, because here I would be paying for the JBL sound system, which again sounds pretty decent, but it's ruined the second I hear that door rattle or the speaker rattle, whatever it is, coming from this area at certain bass frequencies. I could do this video with every single car, but I feel like I had to do it with the Camry because, like, I adore this car. It's one of the best buys on the market. Even if you buy a base LE for around $30,000, what it gives you for the money is pretty much unbeatable in its class and even in classes that surround it. And then when you get something like this, the XSE, that has every bell and whistle that you can kind of imagine, even a luxury car struggles to have some of these features. Like, I have ventilated seats, which is pretty cool. Head-up display, panel roof, I could keep going. To me, I would take this over a Lexus ES hybrid and save $10,000-$12,000, and I'm having still a fantastic luxurious experience right now. In fact, the engine's idling right now, and it just turned back off. You don't feel the engine come on at all. You can barely hear it. It's absolutely unreal the refinement Toyota has brought into this 5th generation hybrid and into the new Camry. So watch my review. Is it as good as a Lexus? In some ways it absolutely is. In some ways it's better than a Lexus because of this powertrain compared to the ES especially. But watch that video if you want to see me go ham on this. these seats are not very comfortable, and maybe that's why you get the LE, so you get the cloth seats are a little bit more forgiving. Anyways, I got to shut myself off. I got to bring home the groceries before the kids and the wife start calling me, asking me where I'm at. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.